The 4 times God opened the waters according to the Bible. First, Moses led the people of Israel out of slavery. But before them stood the mighty Red Sea, and behind them the roar of Pharaoh's army. There was no escape. Then, by God's command, Moses lifted his staff. The sea parted, the waters rose like walls, and Israel crossed on dry ground. When Egypt tried to follow, the sea collapsed over them. As written in Exodus 14:21-28, God made a way where there was none. Second, Joshua was called to lead the people into the promised land. But the Jordan River, flooded and fierce, stood in their path. God gave the order. The priests were to carry the Ark of the Covenant ahead, and when their feet touched the river, the waters stopped. A wall of water rose far away, and the riverbed became dry. Once again, Israel crossed safely under the power of the same God who opened the Red Sea. Third, the prophet Elijah knew his time had come to be taken into heaven. He took his cloak, rolled it tightly, and struck the waters of the Jordan. And just as written in 2 Kings 2-8, the waters parted before him. He and Elisha crossed without getting wet, a final miracle for a prophet who walked with God. Fourth, Elisha had received the mantle of his master. After watching Elijah be taken up by a whirlwind, he walked back to the Jordan, struck the waters with the cloak, and cried out, "Where is the God of Elijah?" And once again, the river parted. The waters obeyed. It wasn't once. It wasn't twice. 4 times the waters opened. Because when God opens the way, not even the sea dares to stand in his path.
In a forgotten corner of an ancient land where the winds carried whispers of heaven, there lived a woman named Sarah. She was no queen, no priest, no prophet. She was a widow, known only for her kindness and for the light in her eyes that never dimmed even through sorrow. Every morning Sarah would rise before dawn. She'd walk to the edge of her small garden, lift her hands to the sky and say, "Lord, though no one sees me, I know you do." The people mocked her prayers. "Your husband is gone, your home is small. What has your faith brought you?" they said. But Sarah only smiled, answering softly, "Faith does not always bring what we want. It makes us ready for what God will bring." One night, as the wind howled through the hills, Sarah was awakened by a light that filled her room. It was not the light of fire or moon. It was pure, alive, and gentle. And from that light came a voice. "Sarah, the Lord has heard every tear you prayed in silence." She felt her